Hey everyone, it's Trader Rob. Today is Sunday, October 5th. Wanted to update everybody with the new weekly bands, tradable levels, and this probably will be the last weekly band tradable level video that you're going to see in the current format. My next video will probably be recorded and edited in my new studio that I have set up for tomorrow downstairs. And as I've been mentioning, I will be going live on YouTube second week in October. I believe it's going to be the 14th, which is a Wednesday. So would love the support dropping in, watching me trade, watching me take these setups in real time, be able to answer questions. Think it should be some fun, and I'm looking forward to that. So let's get into the intro. Let's get into these new tradable levels. These levels are going to be hot for this week to get some profits from the markets on the ES and the NQ coming up in 1 minute. As always, nothing that I state on my channel is financial advice. Trading futures or any type of trading is risky business. Any capital that is put out there is at risk for loss. Before I start updating the weekly bands, just want to make another note, a reminder that if you would like to receive my weekly bands and all of my tradable levels that I speak on in these videos, if you go to www.robstrades.com, you put your name and your email in there, and you will get that report every single Sunday. I know a lot of people find it very, very helpful. It's one thing to visualize it through this video. Another thing is to be able to actually see the levels and just chart them up, put them on your charts, and you will be amazed at what you will see at the reactions that you get at these levels right here and at these bands that I create for you guys each and every Sunday. Another note, the midweek review, which is a video I post Wednesday night, will again resume. During the challenge, it was I was doing a lot of editing and a lot of video content, so it was a little difficult for me to keep up with the entire schedule, and that is one of the reasons that I have decided to go live. It's just easier. There's really no editing whatsoever. You just upload to YouTube once you're done, and it should make my life a little bit easier on the editing side. So with that said, enough talking. Let's get into the weekly bands. Let's start on the ES. The ES, I have to adjust just this band right here. And this band now is going to sit at the 67.17 down to the 66.79. All right, so again, what are the weekly bands? These are areas where you are going to see a big reaction. It's very difficult, as you guys can see, for these bands for price action to break through these bands. What it takes usually takes either some high impact news, some extreme market volatility, or the zone or the band being tapped into 4 or 5 times, and then you get your breakthrough. But that initial test of these bands, you will see a very strong reaction. So remember, 67.17 down to 66.79. Sorry, my voice is kind of going out. I was at my son's football game for high school, and he had some amazing catches, and I don't think I've screamed like that in a long time. So apologize for the audio here a little bit. As far as weekly bands, so last video came out on the 28th, so we were somewhere right around here with price action. We have not tapped into any of the tradable levels that we had mapped out. Market consolidated for a good amount of time, and then just moved to the upside. So the 66.72, the 66.40, these are all in play still. I am going to be giving you guys some new tradable levels, and the first one is going to sit at It's going to sit at 67.93. So above where price action currently sits. And the second tradable level will be at the 67.21. There we go. So these are your tradable levels and bands currently for this upcoming week here, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'll update you guys Wednesday evening with any adjustments that need to be made. 67.93, 67.21, 66.72, and 66.40. Pretty easy on the ES. Also stick around because I'm going to show you guys all of the signals that we took this week. Had a much more bigger focus on the signals this week, obviously without the challenge, and it showed. I mean, the signals were super on fire. All right, let's get to the NQ. The NQ's got a bunch of updates that I got to do on the weekly band. The first one is going to sit 25.097 down to, oh, you know what? Before I do that, let's just go over the tradable levels, because these actually on the NQ they did play out. And then let's go down to maybe like a 2-minute time frame, just so we can kind of see here what our reaction points were. So 28th, yeah. So this would have been our first test of a level. Let's open this up so we can see it. All right, so first tap into our level right here at the 24.779 that I gave you. That was good for 68 points on the NQ. Great reaction point. See, we came back down, tapped back into it. Let's just see what this would have been here. Maybe 15 points. That would have been good for 13 points on the secondary retest. We finally broke through that level, consolidated right on the level. Just keep tapping back into this level. Huge reactions. That's how powerful these tradable levels that I give you are. There's just no other way of saying it. This third retest would have given you another 65 points. Finally break through. We consolidate a lot. And I believe that was it. I don't think we touched into the 24. Let's see. We did. Oh, yeah, I remember this one. So this, again, high impact news. Actually, no, I believe this was a huge dump out that happened overnight on the 1st. Yeah, I remember that. So that one finally did blow through that level. And I believe the closest, well, it was right here, which was about 3 points off of our tradable level. But you can see, again, huge reaction there. So let's get back and update these bands. All right, so the first band, which is going to be this guy, is going to need to be updated. And he's now going to sit at the 25.097 to the 25.022. Perfect. So this guy's updated now. Secondary band is going to sit at the 24.815 down to the 24.749 right there. And a third band, let's see here. I'm going to have to copy this guy, paste him. Let's grab this guy and let's move him. Oh, where'd this guy go? Well, I can just do this. And this band is going to sit at the 24.638 down to the 24.567. Perfect. Just make sure. Oh, this guy didn't get updated. Sorry, guys. 24.815 down to the 24.749. All right. Now this looks right. So we've got our 3 weekly updated weekly bands: 25,097 down to 25,022, 24,815 down to 24,749, and 24,638 down to 24,567. Again, maybe you'll understand now why why I think it's so beneficial to receive that report, that emailed report that comes out. It's got all of these bands. It's got all of the tradable levels, so you really never have to worry about rewinding or stopping this video to grab these levels. So let's take off these tradable levels and let's map out our new ones. First tradable level on the NQ is going to sit at the 24,911 right there. Next tradable level will be at the 25,116. I'm not sure what happened there. Let's make sure he's a dot. All right. So tradable levels, we got one right above price action, 25,116, and below price action, 24,911. And then we still have this tradable level down here at the 24,289. Haven't not really been able to find any tradable level here yet, but that might be an update that I give you guys here for Wednesday. As far as the signals from this week. So, as you guys know, I think I finished my challenge on Tuesday. I actually ended up having this huge water leak in my office that same day, which really sucked. Destroyed my entire bathroom. So we did have a trade here that hit on the NQ, a short at the 24,912. TP1, TP2 hit. Gave out a signal on the ES to go short at the 67.22. And I believe an hour and a half later, this one ended up hitting TP1. I think it actually hit TP1 and TP2. 67, the short at 67.22. We did get a big movement straight up. The only thing that was able to stop it was this level at 67.22. And we, I remember this one also hit TP1 and TP2. So again, another awesome signal. Another signal to go short on the NQ at the 24,912. Maybe about 3 points of drawdown, TP1, TP2, awesome trade. Let's see here, interesting setup on the NQ. Yep, called this one out. What day was this? On the 3rd at 7:47 a.m. Called this, called along at the 25,055. And believe maybe about 2 hours later, TP1, TP2 hit. Really nice trade, easy trade. Let's see. Interesting setup on the ES. This was a long at the 67.88. This was on the 3rd again at 9:49. And we did end up coming about a tick away from our entry and sweeping TP1. And that would normally be an invalidation of the signal because my theory, volume, my order book, price, everything aligned perfectly with the level. I was just a tick off on the entry. But what I told everybody was, sure, it goes without saying, but that was a clear sweep of TP1, meaning this right here. As you can see, it missed entry by a tick. It was a clear sweep of TP1, a tick away from our entry. Still looks very likely to hit. And that's exactly what it did. Ended up coming right back in, tapping into our entry. I think a point of drawdown and taking TP1 and TP2 on that signal. So again, fantastic week of trading, fantastic week for the signals. If you're interested in that, there is a link in my description for that. If you want to know how I map out my levels, there's a description in the video on how I create the levels, how I incorporate the volume profile. And then there's a third video, which is called the secret sauce, which pretty much shows you exactly the strategy that I am trading on the ES and the NQ. And again, once I go live here in October, you'll be able to come on and ask me some questions, and I think it'll help a lot of people out here. Hope you guys enjoy your weekend. For those of you that have signed up, there's over 1,000 people that have signed up for the weekly bands and the tradable levels. You'll be receiving those probably around 3 p.m. Central Time here today. See you guys. Take care.